There. All right, now it's working.
All right.
I think, yeah, that's definitely pretty good.
Okay.
Let me just see where it is so it's not. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, you were telling me?
So basically, like, have like some type of curriculum, like not so much a curriculum, but basically be able to address the needs of every individual. Because you have people that have mental issues and substance abuse disorders. You have people from broken homes. You have people who just have had a bad day. They actually have somewhere they can go home to. But we have to take things on a case-by-case basis. And as much as like that's real like time-consuming. When we started talking about like the big business machine, when I say that, I'm talking about capitalism. It's a whole story, but sometimes that's real time-consuming, the case-by-case basis. But ultimately, that's going to be what's needed. That's going to be what's needed to help, bring about more of a change, in my opinion. Because you have they have housing programs for people. Okay, like here in Chicago, they have a rapid rehousing program. It's 9 months, usually. Some are 12 months that I've come across, but usually 9 months. And they figure within 9 months, a person should, be able to, by that time, have gotten a job, be able to pay rent and bills on their own. Usually I have wraparound case management, but what about what happens, like the what if? Like, for instance, I had to have knee surgery, while I was in a program. But then the agency, they're like, well, we don't have anything else for you. So now I'm back out here on the streets, once again. So now it's like, okay, you guys have this program, so what about the what if? And sometimes for me, it's like wishful thinking that someone somewhere could just think about everything, You have a 9-month or 12-month program, and after that, you're able to pay rent, bills, and everything. But what about the what if? What if a person gets sick? So they're not able to pay their rent the rest of the year. Okay, you can work with them, but what about giving them an extension? Working with the people, And it's kind of like more wishful thinking, but, having our states, having our cities, having our towns, show more compassion for those who are, dealing with loss. Have more compassion for the friends, people who have to live out in the elements. Have a little bit more understanding, because if the shoe was on the other foot, I can guarantee that person or those people will want someone to be understanding to them in their situation, So in my opinion, I personally feel like this, that all of us together as Americans, we need to all come together to figure out how to combat these issues, that we're dealing with, come together as a family, to solve to get to a solution, overall, because, you have it to where you have this place, they help people who, are, who've lost their homes, who are on, who are the friends. Over here, they don't really help that much, No, we have to change the narrative all over. This is the United States of America, last time I checked. But that's my opinion and more wishful thinking. A lot of times what I'll do is, I go on YouTube and I'm curious as to what, other people from different encampments across the United States are going through. Like Skid Row. Man, the stuff that they go through, is what they go through, just like I tell people here, like Chicago, oh, it's rough. The winters are rough if you're living outside, you know? And it's just one of those situations to where, you know, we can look at the differences and then we have to look at like how we're the same. We have to look at what we all need. We have to look at what we all want, you know? And also be mindful that the things that we want are not necessarily the things that we may need at that moment in time, you know? And there are people I know, and even myself, they can benefit from, you know, from more counseling. They can benefit from, you know, just being able to have like have discussions with other people going through the struggle. You know, yeah. Start making things a little bit more personable. You know, and start making things to where it's like, well, you know, this is no longer just a stigma. This is real, and this is happening every single day. Yeah, and that's my opinion. Yeah.
Could you just do real quick? Could you do me a solid?
Yeah.
Could you just introduce however you want to introduce and just say however you're affiliated, if you're living here, or just whatever you feel like saying, basically, just to introduce.
Okay. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the friends. I stay down here in my tent. Yeah, you know, being on the streets is not always easy. It's not. You know, it's not a walk in the park. You know, there are things I'm working on. You know, there are things other friends are working on. You know, and I want to say this. You know, sometimes people will come through and they say, well, we see them every day. Do you actually come through here and see me every day? Do you have people actually working on getting in touch with housing programs on their own? You have people who are looking for a job, looking for work. You have people that are trying to improve themselves every day. You know, I mean, people can say that about us, but I don't sit down like, when I finally have a moment, like I saw this case manager about housing, I went to the gym and worked out, I went over here, I spoke to these people at this particular group, you know, that, you know, sometimes it's good to have like groups that, you know, that form bonds of positivity, you know, like reading groups, you know, groups about, you know, discussions about, you know, how to become a better individual. You know, but you know, I don't sit down and be like, you know, I guess that person in that car, oh, they just riding around the neighborhood. I don't do that. You know, try to, you know, each and every person, if we all try to be a little bit more understanding of everyone's situation, and just know that at one given time, you could be on the street. All it takes is one thing, you know. But sometimes people can't wrap their minds around that concept. You know, that's all I got, man.
Appreciate your time.